I've already been to Dallas today and back. Got a little flimmy there. Been to Dallas and back today. Still made it back in time to do questions for you motherfathers. Had to bomb it back. I was driving probably a little too fast for a guy carrying a trailer. But I had to get back. I had to get back before kickoff so I could answer these questions. Pretty fun slate tonight. I feel like games like this when there's a lot of injuries and there's more projecting, I feel like there's probably more of an edge at Showdown, right? Because it really allows you to get more creative with your with your scripts and the different things you want to build instead of just having the same, dusty guys that everybody plays every week. This one, there's some different ways. I think it opens up some more interesting things. So tonight, a great night to play GPPs, in my opinion. I would love a nice 20 max, stuff like that. I'm really in the ear of my host trying to get that $20 20 max up. I really don't want to use all my equity on NFL with the season, already halfway over. I really want to see that for PGA. So that's what I'm really pushing for, because a $10 20 max or a $20 20 max for PGA Showdown would be the fucking nuts. All right. With that said, let's get in here. Let's get going. That's right, Kevin. I don't even know if it really matters, Kevin, but I you know what? It lets me know you care, and I appreciate that. What's up, Aaron? Bobby, I'm likely to fade. Kick it off. I'm likely to fade. The one guy, I think I said this on YouTube today, and I still kind of stand by it. I don't love how efficient that Kenyon Drake's been. A lot of people are just going to go be lazy asses and click on his most recent games and see that he had a a good outing. Sorry, man, I'm flimmy as fuck. I fasted all day, and then I just pounded dinner so I could be on here I didn't even get home till 6:15. Now it's 6:30, and I was already on air, so flimmy as fuck. Trying to get the Topo Chico to wash it down. So forgive my flimmy ass. I'm going to stick by it, Bobby Boom. I just Kenyon Drake, not that he's not an okay play. It's just when I'm playing running backs, first of all, I don't typically like running backs on Showdown slates, just generally speaking as a general rule, unless nobody wants to play them. Then I like them. But then you factor in that Kenyon Drake has been really efficient, and at 7,200, basically you're paying a price tag for him to be efficient. I just don't want to count on Kenyon Drake to be efficient. That's what I do. I'd rather just go play Justice Hill. If I'm going to play a running back, give me a fucking home run hitter. And he's from Oklahoma State, so he's a home run hitter, you motherfather. Kim, what's going on? Glad you're here. Chris, been struggling lately. Just not finding the right combos. Hope to turn it around tonight. Chris, the biggest thing I can tell you, and I feel like this is the biggest contribution I give to a lot of people at NFL Showdown. First of all, you got to remember, the NFL Showdown is a tremendously sharper game than PGA Showdown. There's just so many people out there putting out really sharp content, so many more tools, so much more data of people tracking this shit for years that there's not much of an edge to be had at NFL Showdown. The one thing I can offer you that I don't see hardly anybody else talking about is really picking your narrative, right? Your script on how you think this game's going to go, and use that to really limit your player pool, right? I think you should pick one, maybe two scripts that you think this game's going to play out, and in those scripts, you probably should not have more than 10 or 12 players that you're rotating in that script. There's just a lot of scripts where guys naturally should be X'd out of your player pool. And if you do that, then you really only got to pick probably 3 or 4 scripts right, a whole for the entire season, especially if they're contrarian scripts, and then make sure you have a nice player pool and rotate those players and just try to hit the nuts 3 or 4 times a year and give yourself, a chance to get some lineups in the top 100 if you're lucky in the top 10. And if it's a really good day, you fucking win that motherfather like my dude Billy won yesterday. All right, Nick, anyway, Dalton and Hill can get there in the same lineup. I mean, honestly, I don't think so. Nick. I guess Taysom Hill does catch the ball occasionally, but with Troutman back, I just don't think you're going to see him catching any passes. So I don't like them together. I think those two are mutually exclusive. If Troutman wasn't back, I could see some way where they run some trick play to Taysom Hill, or maybe he catches a little tight end screen and takes it to the house. But outside with Troutman being back, at least to some extent, right? I don't want to lie to you. Troutman is back, right? He's back. That's going to take Taysom Hill off the field a little bit, and I think that the wide receiver, all the tight end passes go to Troutman and Johnson. So because of that, I would consider those two mutually exclusive, Nick. Chris, I feel Hill may be the play because he can run for one, and throw for one. Yeah, okay. I will say this though. Taysom Hill, like people, you're not fucking reinventing the wheel by playing Taysom Hill tonight. This says 18% here. I didn't see John's ownership. As I told you, I literally got home and just in time to stuff my fat face and then hop on here. So I haven't seen John's ownership, and I've been driving all day. Not a good idea to be looking at ownership as you're driving up I-35. And so I don't know, but I would bet Taysom Hill even at 6,400. Just gut tells me that he'd be somewhere more like 20 to 25%. So I don't know if I really want to pay that for a guy that seems to only spike 2 or 3 times a year. But hey, I will totally grant you there with Mark Ingram being out, I think that there is a sneaky narrative that maybe we see more Taysom Hill packages inside the 10, right? When they get down there, maybe it's a Taysom Hill Wildcat type package. Completely speculating there. That's all I'm doing. What's up, Aaron? Taysom ceiling game? I mean, he'll have 3 of them a year. He's only had 1 so far, so maybe it would make sense. Andy Dalton does suck, which is part of the reason I like him, because the fact that he sucks, everybody knows he sucks. He could definitely get there. The fact that New Orleans, let's see, what's the inputs? New Orleans is underdogs at home. That really surprises me. With as many people as Baltimore has out, I think everybody's just assuming that Lamar is a god and he can get anybody there, but I'm telling you, Lamar is not going to be as good as he normally is when he doesn't have his full plethora of options, right? Specifically Mark Andrews. I think Bateman probably affects him 2%, but Andrews affects him like 25%. Mark Andrews is without question, a top 2 tight end in the NFL, but more important than that, he has a special chemistry with Lamar Jackson. And him not being there, I think you're a bit of a fool if you assume Lamar is going to be as awesomely efficient as he normally is. The thing is, I even was trying to convince myself of a narrative to fade Lamar, but, I just feel like even if he has a completely inefficient game, he'll still backdoor 20 points that you're probably going to need in a game like this. Do we think Traquan can be a good captain option? No. No, I don't like him. Okay, let me say this. If it's between Traquan and Callaway, if you really want to get cute with a New Orleans wide receiver, please do Traquan over Callaway, please. But you know what? I would rather do like a Jawan Johnson over Traquan Smith, because I think Jawan Johnson's going to get more red zone targets, which basically when you play a punt like that at captain, you are almost completely reliant on a touchdown because they're just not going to get enough volume to get there with receptions and yardage, right? And so I would rather take Jawan Johnson's big-ass talented ass down in the red zone to get a red zone target or 2 and hope he capitalizes on him. Traquan Smith, he'll probably be out on the field a decent amount. 3,400 is a reasonable price, and I don't mind him as a flex play, especially if you're running Andy Dalton stacks. But with all that said, I'm not putting him at captain. I just think that's too cute. There's just not a lot of paths to see him getting there as a captain. That's my opinion, Bob. Woody says, let's get it. That's right, Woody. Let's get it like you get all the monies. Are we liking a 5-1 Ravens or a 5-1 Saints? I'll tell you what makes a lot of sense to me. A 5-1 Saints, and your one run back, of course, is Lamar. I think that makes a lot of sense. There is a path where the Saints kind of get ahead, and they just lean on him. Olave has an efficient game. They're running Kamara a lot. Maybe you want. I don't know if you want to go with Dalton or Hill in that one, and then you just go take probably their kicker and their defense. Hope Lamar gets behind, and then he's just running around like an asshole the whole game, maybe throwing a touchdown to some scrub that nobody plays, and you're there, right? Demarcus Robinson, 5,600. Wait, why is Demarcus Robinson not showing any ownership? I would say people will probably own Demarcus. Here's the question I've got the most of today. I'm getting a little worried that he's going to get chalky. Deshaun got elevated to the active roster. I did see that. He has been 3 weeks to study and learn the playbook, even at 34. This is what I will say. Just watching Lamar games this year, because I've played a lot of him, that dude chunks it deep a lot. Like a lot. I mean, just think of Duvernay's big week that he had. Think of the 2 weeks that Bateman got there this year. They were all dependent on bombs, right? So Lamar likes to run, and he likes to throw it deep. And when there's broken plays and there's deep passes, both of those are the first 2 things I think of when I think of Deshaun Jackson getting there. Now, the fact that 7 people have asked me about him today at 200 makes me think that he is going to be a lot more owned than this 5% they're projecting. I would be shocked if he's not at least 12%. But if you really think he's only going to be 5%, I think he's a smash play. I think he's definitely worth the risk at 5%. You start getting up over 15%, now I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to take the chances that he doesn't even see the field, and literally 15% of the field's out. That already covers the rake right there, right? So it's kind of one of those risk management things. But I will say, if there's any quarterback I would want to play Deshaun Jackson with, it would be Lamar. The dude throws a great deep ball, and he scrambles around, and Deshaun Jackson on a broken play slips out the back and breaks away deep, and Lamar hits him. No tornado problems. Julian, I'll punch a tornado in the fucking face. Tornadoes are terrified of me. They say, don't go near my DJ's house. They know. You're welcome, Chris. I heard a stat today that you said they expect to have 3 profitable weeks if you played all 18 weeks of NFL season. So chin up. Yeah, you know what? I've actually had 3 profitable weeks already this year. So in theory, that would be great. But the problem is, Aaron, I haven't had that smash week. So just going to keep staying at it, staying with the process. The key is those profitable weeks. You don't want it to be, you're in for 1,000, you get back 1,200, right? That is technically a profitable week. You really just want there to be 3 or 4 profitable weeks, but 1 smash week. So just waiting for that smash week. Haven't hit it yet. I thought I had a whole bunch of mixing this week. I had a whole bunch of all the nuts plays. Just didn't have any fields. I went with all the cheap stacks like I told you guys I was doing. Just didn't have the right one, which was fields, right? Which, by the way, the worst part is I liked fields. I talked fields up on my own fucking stream and then didn't even play him. Dumbass. All right. Nick got 20% Taysom Dalton and maybe like 5% AK Hill. Taysom and Dalton. I assume you're putting those together? That's ballsy, Bobby. You do you, boo. Chris, thanks, Aaron. Definitely going to be putting heads up. All right. I'm not usually one to play defense, but liking Ravens D tonight, I think that both defenses are very viable. And I will say this, I think I mentioned this on YouTube. If you're playing the Ravens defense, Duvernay does get probably a 5% bonus just because he will be returning punts and stuff, and you get 1 return punt. Now all of a sudden you're getting all those Duvernay points, and you're getting those points for your defense. Could be a little weird correlation that could help you get there. Plus, I think Duvernay is actually pretty viable. I think he is, without question, the best pass-catching option for Lamar, especially now that they priced Isaiah Likely up at $5,800. I think Isaiah Likely is horrendously overvalued tonight. He would probably be the one chalk donkey. Wait, who did I say earlier? Kenyon Drake and then Isaiah Likely, but I could see Likely getting there, but if he's really going to be 55%, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. It ain't Mark Andrews. And everybody just assumes that when this guy's out and this guy comes in for him, this guy will now take that production. Isaiah Likely ain't likely to match Mark Andrews' production because Mark Andrews is a fucking stud and Isaiah Likely's not. To finish answering your question, Kim, yes, the Ravens defense makes a lot of sense to me. I actually really like the script tonight that both these teams suck. One has Andy Dalton's quarterback, need I say more, and then the other one is that you've got Lamar missing all of his weapons, so they're probably going to be highly inefficient. I think kickers and defenses are positions that I value way more tonight than normal. I actually really like Justin Tucker just because I think that the Ravens are going to struggle to put the ball in the end zone. They might move it great between the 20s, but when they get down there and you don't have Mark Andrews and you don't have Gus Edwards to pound it in, that's a lot of red zone. You got to imagine that probably drops the red zone efficiency at least down 20%, right? So that would make me a lot more interested in Justin Tucker, as he's probably just going to get more field goal opportunities than he would in a normal game, as the Ravens will not be as efficient in the red zone. Is the Saints onslaught? Is this a Saints onslaught game? I like the Saints onslaught just Andy. I think they played well together. The key is just picking the right onslaught, right? That's the key. I also think it's very viable to run a 4-2 Saints and then just run it back with just Tucker and just Lamar. That might... Fuck, I just realized I haven't even built my lineup for the fucking thing tonight. Am I even in the tournament for tonight? Let me go. Forgive me. I got to go get my own damn contest, you dumb MFer. Let's see. Showdown Hoedown. Where's the contest for tonight? Where does he put it? MVP announcements? Where's the contest for tonight? I don't even know my own shit. You can see, if you guys think that the editor doesn't hold my hand, where's the tournament for tonight? Am I already in it? Upcoming. No, I'm in the week 10. I want Monday Night Football. Is there no... Wait, did Zach not create a contest tonight? Hey, somebody help me out. Did Zach not create a contest for tonight? Is there no Discord contest tonight? Make my lineup right here on the air. It's there. Yes, he did. What's it under, Aaron? Where's it at? Where's it at on the Discord? Now I just looked at announcements, Nick. I just looked at announcements. Showdown Hoedown, MNF football, me congratulating. I must be a fucking moron. I don't see it. He announced Showdown Hoedown. Oh, football announcements. I am a dumbass. Congratulations. There we go. Let me get in my Discord's league. Reserve. Ooh, it's free. I like that. I can afford that. Watch out. Let's see. Coming up. All right. I'm going to go build my lineup. I just said one. Now that I just gave it away, you guys can all game theory my ass. All right. Draft entry. There we go. All right. Back to questions. Sorry about that. Sorry. It's my first time on the air. Let me drink some Topo Chico to get rid of the phlegm. Rashid has been playing more time, and he's a deep ball guy. Nick, I totally agree with you, man. I think he's somebody that's going to get completely forgotten about tonight. Raheed Shaheed. Weirdly enough, I don't. $5,000 is a fucking ridiculous price tag, but because of that, nobody's going to play him. I would only play him in really big filled stuff, Nick. I would not be putting him in your single entry. Don't get too cute with your single entry with Rashid Shaheed. Likely at captain, Paul, not for me, brother. To me, that's just donkey chalk. 12% ownership captain for Isaiah Likely, not in this lifetime, brother. About the same chance as me playing a 30% owned Patrick Rodgers. Not going to happen, Bob. That doesn't mean you can't. I'm just telling you, I ain't going to do it. I could see a Lamar overthrow to Jackson. Oh, tragic. If you play Deshaun tonight, I will almost guarantee you there will be a 50-yard touchdown where Deshaun will have it wide open. Just throw it to him, Lamar, and Lamar will fucking gun it 64 yards. You heard it here first. But only if you play him in your lineups. If you don't play him, that'll never happen. All right, who is the Ravens pass catcher to own tonight? For me, I don't really have an answer to that. The problem is I don't really like any of them. That's the real answer. I don't like any of them. This is why I'm real big on the, kind of the naked Lamar. Josh Oliver's interesting to me. This always seems to happen that when everybody gravitates towards the new shiny tight end, the old slap dick one gets it. Right? It'd be like Travis Kelce's out, so everybody goes and plays the one tight end, and then the other guy gets it. Damn you! Yeah, that would. Prochet, maybe Prochet. I don't know. Although if all people calling him Prochi, it's Prochet. Read a fucking book. What about Oliver? Look at that, Nick. I hadn't even read your comment. Oliver, I don't hate him. At all. I think he's probably a better punt than Deshaun because I think he'll be on the field more. And a great scholar once said you have to be on the field to score points. I don't know what the fuck he meant by it, but I heard it. Both kickers, both defenses, Lamar and Dalton. Is that feasible, you think? Oh, both kickers, both defenses, and Lamar is viable. Yes. I don't know if I'd want to run it back with Dalton. I'm just trying to think of a game where Dalton's not getting pulled and getting any points if the other team's defense is kicking ass and the Saints field goal is kicking lots of field goals, right? Dalton does so little through the air and definitely nothing with his legs that essentially the only way he gets there is with touchdowns, right? And so if he doesn't throw 1 to 2 touchdowns, there's no way he gets there. And if he does throw 1 or 2 touchdowns, well, now you're probably going to need those pass catchers over his field goal kickers, right? Over the Saints field goal kicker. So that's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like it, Chris. I love Lamar Tucker with 4 Saints a lot. Well, Jesus, Woody, I just said I'm building that. Now you're gonna be able to outflank me in the Discord tournament. Damn it! This is why you get the Topo Chico in me. I just start spilling my guts. I can't keep it. I can't keep any secrets. It's there. Yes, we did. Announcements. I didn't see it. It's there. Okay. Didn't see a contest for the Discord today. Here. Hey, let's go re-announce it. I'm gonna go announcements, football announcements. I'm gonna go reply all. We still got 30 minutes to get in there. Reply at everyone. That's not how you spell everyone, dumbass. At everyone. Still time to hop in this contest. Big cheesy smile. Boom. It's out. All right. It's like you're watching something from the future because of the 5-second delay. You're like, it's on my phone. Oh my God, now he's doing it on the screen. What's happening? That's right. football announcements. It's in there. I just retweeted it at everybody. Get in there. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun to kick everybody's ass. Plus, if you didn't see poor Nick yesterday, he had it. He had it by the balls, and then Kate Otten said, "No, so for you, my friend." And so, Nick's just a bum that finished in second. Nobody remembers second place, Nick. All right, Woody for the win. Found it. All right, feelings about Tywin Wallace, your OK State boy. Jason? I don't hate it, brother. Let's see. I'm kind of curious. Where the hell is he at on here? He actually makes a lot of sense. Why have I not heard anybody talk about DeMarcus Robinson? Is it just his price tag? I feel like DeMarcus Robinson seems very viable. Am I fucking blind? Is he not active or something? Inputs. Wide receivers. Dobbins, Prochet, Victor, Tywin Wallace. Oh, because they have him getting a 0% route share. So maybe there you go. Wallace is out. So Andrew just said, not a good play. I'm going to have to go with Andrew. I've found that when guys are out, that's usually a recipe for not doing well. So Jason, I wouldn't play Tywin Wallace. We can't play Tyson and Kamara together, right? That one I think you could play together because Taysom could get some Wildcat packages and run them in, and Kamara can get there simply just on PPR, point per reception, and just yardage, right? He'd get there. So I think those two you could play together. I don't know if that's the best correlation, but I don't think they're mutually exclusive like your Taysom and Hill from earlier. Brother. Where's my free Discord for a second? I got your free Discord right here, Nick. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm telling you, when you get the Topo Chico in me, I get a little belligerent. I want to apologize to you, Nick. That was uncalled for. Andy saying Wallace is out. Appreciate that. Andrew saying Wallace is out. Appreciate that. Zach Parker trying hard to create a 4-2 Saints lineup, but getting the Saints value requires pass catchers. End up with 3 plus Kamara and no Dalton. Everybody, now you know Zach's lineup. Now you just go leverage off of him. Make sure he doesn't win tonight. I feel like that's not viable. Ended up with 3 plus Kamara and no Dalton. I'll tell you this. It's going to be very hard for Kamara and 2 Saints pass catchers to get there and stupid Dalton face to not get there. I will say that. Of course, you got to have a Lamar run back. When Lamar gets hurt in the first quarter, there's going to be 8% of people out there just fucking dancing in the streets naked. How strong is the wind in the dome tonight? Not enough to affect Justin Tucker. That's what I would say. Hint, hint. Hold on. I still didn't even build my lineup until I get the next question. I'm not seeing the Wallace news, but Djax being elevated makes sense. Yeah, Jason, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't lie to you about that, brother. Let's see. Lineup upcoming. My captain is going to be Kenyon Drake. All right, Kenyon Drake at captain. Hold on. All right, I like that. I like Kenyon Drake. My first flex, Marquez Callaway, like that. My next flex, Mark Andrews. No one will see that one coming. Have a sneaky feeling Michael Thomas does the Jordan and makes a comeback tonight. Gotta like that one. Yep, I like that one. Who's this Prochi guy? I think I'm gonna have to play some Prochi. Oh, man, I have just enough left to get Marquez Callaway in there. I guess I got to put old Marquez Callaway in there, right? Yep, that's the lineup right there, brother. I just nailed it. I hope you guys got that. I just gave you my lineup for tonight. Zach, don't be such a negative Nancy. Everybody tell my lineup. If you didn't get that, that was Kenyon or wait, who did I just put? I can't even remember my own fucking joke. Forgive me. Kenyon Drake at captain, right? Is that what I did? And then, I forgot Isaiah Likely. Got to get Likely in there. It's pretty hot and humid here, so the air will be full blast in the dome. Windy AF. Yeah, I saw that the other day on NFL Weather. It had the dome at 3 miles an hour. I was like, must be some powerful air conditioners in there, Nick. Nick, why aren't you at the game tonight, you motherfather? Shouldn't you be there cheering on your Who Day? Who Day? Wait, is it? Are they Who Dat or are they Who Day? One's the Bengals, one's the Saints. I don't really know the difference because, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I hate the Saints. Well, yeah, that's okay. You're just caught up in LSU fever. You guys better get your questions in. I've got 6:54, 21 minutes till kickoff. Any contests that are looking good tonight? Let's hit the old refresh key here. See what we got going. Baltimore single game slate, top prizes. Hey, this $26,200 one may not fill if you're feeling ballsy. They did a secondary $15. It's gonna fill. Everything's gonna fill. Fuck it. Ooh, look at this. A little secondary 20 max. Ooh, only 10. Ooh, I like it. Me likey. That's a nice little 20 max right there. Little secondary. I'm a Niners fan. Well, that sucks. Tucker at captain season. Tragic. That actually is a viable play if this game gets really ugly. I mean, Tucker is one of the few kickers I'd ever play at captain because, if they have to kick 50-yarders, he'll make every one. And so, right there, he kicks a 50-yarder, a 40-yarder, a 30-yarder, and maybe an extra point. 13 points at captain at that cheap price might get there depending on how the rest of the game plays out. Although I will say this, with not so many price-up options, Tragic, I don't really know if you need to punt at captain, right? The most appealing part of punting at captain is it allows you to get more pay-up options in the flex. And when there's not a ton of great pay-up options tonight, I don't know if I really like that. I think I'd rather just go put Lamar as the captain and then just have Tucker in that as a flex. That'd probably be my advice, brother. Are you playing Deshaun Jackson? Well, I just built my lineup and he wasn't in there. Or was he? No, if I were playing 20 lineups and I'm playing a shootout type vibe or a Ravens get ahead type vibe, because I actually like Deshaun if they get ahead more than if they're behind, right? I like him if they get ahead because now they're they're going to be running the ball, play action pass, boom, over the top to Jackson. I think that's the most reasonable way he gets there. I think if they're behind, he's not going to be on the field very much. That's just my guess. I just don't think he knows enough of the route combinations to be out there a lot. I think he runs at most 10 routes all game. A lot like Tavon Austin used to do with Dallas. It's like, he's running 3 routes this game. You just got to hope they throw it to him and he catches it. Yeah, I just said that. Thoughts on Tucker at captain? I don't love it. I just don't think it's necessary, as you don't really need to pay up at all those other spots. So why go save all that money at your captain position when, honestly, what's his ceiling? Let's be real. His ceiling is probably 17 points. Would probably be a crazy, amazing game from him. And then you get 25.5 on that, and then that would free up the rest of your lineup, your flexes, to have basically anybody you want in there. But who is it that you can't afford in your lineup that you're trying to get in there? You just so desperate to get Andy Dalton in there? I don't know. That just ain't me, bro. Just hopping in. Sorry if it was asked. No problem, Justin. That's what I'm here for, man. I repeat questions. Tucker ceiling 13.6. Let me guess. That is a 40-yard field goal, 2 30-yard field goals, and a run for 6 yards. I believe that's what it would be, Aaron. Don't get it twisted. Justin Tucker can haul ass. 4.28 he ran at the combine. Look it up. It's a fact. Speaking of facts, Nick says, fun fact. The last time these teams played, Tucker missed an extra point to put the game in OT and the Saints won. Well, let me just go ahead and tell you, Nick, I know you're lying because Justin Tucker's never missed a kick in his life. So get out of here with your bullshit lies. You get out of here. I ain't got time for your lies. All right, other questions. If the questions are stopping, I'm stopping at 7 o'clock. It's been a long day for the big guy. I was a trucker today. Drove across the country with a truck. Mm-hmm. And I got home and still in time to do the stream. Man of the people. Me and Nuggets were man of the people. Men of the people? Wow. Hey, whatever one of you mother fathers suggested rewatchables with Bill Simmons, appreciate it. I had 7 hours on the road, about 7.5 hours on the road today. Definitely knocked out Rounders, Goodwill Hunting, 25th Hour. Great fucking listen. Tragic, I can't believe you actually went and looked that up. He ran a 4.5, which honestly, I was bullshitting. Obviously, when I said I ran a 4.28, but a 4.5 is pretty amazing. Shuggy Style, not talking to me, says Nick. I knew there was a reason I liked you. Hey, Degenerate 75, it'll be a slogfest tonight. Hint, draft for a scoring explosion. Also, fun fact, Justin Tucker, excellent golfer. Fun fact, Justin Tucker is also a world-class, the fuck do you call that? The fucking opera singer guys. What the fuck are those guys called? I don't know. I don't know the term. It's escaping me, okay? But it's been a long day. No guys, fucking big fat Italian guys usually doing it. He's world class at that. I watched it on Real Sports on HBO. Do you have a CB radio? No, I don't. Good question, though. 10-4, good buddy. Go get some food and enjoy your night, sir. Oh, I've already had my food, Kim. I've already had this. This is dessert right here. This is called Skinny Guy Dessert, Topo Chico. Wash it down. When I drink the Topo Chico, you know that dinner just been had. We're enjoying a nice Topo Chico, letting the stomach just go. Tss. That's what I imagine it's doing. I don't really know. I can't hear it. Can't hear it. Tenor? Is that what it's called? I feel like tenor's isn't that a voice? Isn't that like a tenor, alto, baritone, shit like that? I don't know. Hey, you're welcome, Kevin. Hell yeah, that pod is great. Yeah, no, thanks, Zach. I got a lot more I want to listen to. The day was a lot quicker when I had a good 6 hours worth of pods to listen to. Dwayne Washington worth a shot as a cheapie. Let me go look, brother. Let me go look. Let me go back over here to the Ultimals. Dwayne Washington. Running back, $200. I'll tell you what, old Run the Sims thinks about 1 out of every 16 times he will be in the optimal, yet he's only going to be owned 1 out of 50 times. So according to Run the Sims, he is a very good leverage play. 1 out of 16 times is going to be a very good leverage play. But no one's going to own him, so there's that. How did you golf Sunday? Oh, man, tragic. Thanks for asking. Way better than expected, man. It's so weird golf when I play all the time. I don't know if I start thinking too much, and then I'm like, I gotta, or you play a good round, then you start to get this confidence, and then you go out there the next time and you suck. But when I don't play for a long time and then I go out there, I think it's because I have zero fucking expectations of anything going well. I play great. I mean, I hit some iron shots that if people didn't know me, they would think I was like a legit 3 handicap golfer. Like I fucking threw some darts. And I was designing them. I'm like, hey, I'm going to aim this right just left of the flag and dart. I'm like, what is going on? I didn't chip particularly well, but to me, chipping is one of those things that's the slowest thing to come back because it's so technical and you got to knock the rust off with that. So chipping wasn't great, but overall played way better than expected. Way better than expected. Actually, I had so much fun. I'm going to go again this week. And it's the time of the year where it's getting dried out that if you're hitting good shots this time of year when it's not a nice green lively course, you're really playing well because it's a lot harder to hit off stone hard ground. Stone hard ground. Maybe that's what I was after. That's yellow as opposed to nice plush green grass. There we go. I got it out. 37 times the charm. I do a $1 and a $3 20 max, but I put the same lineups in both. Is that stupid or okay? I do that all the time, Nick. When I go enter all my lineups, I go do all the single entries on Sunday, and I usually do about 20 lineups. So then I just take those 20 lineups and I go throw them all on the $3 20 max, all on the $1 20 max. So if that lineup hits, I'll basically get paid 3 times on it. Right? That's what I do. Now, if I don't feel like I'm getting enough exposure and I want to get a couple more lineups with Nixon or whoever, then yeah, sometimes I'll do those 20 as 2 different sets. Yeah, that's what I do, brother. That's what I do. What do we got? 13 minutes till kickoff. Full swing, free mind is always a good start. Short game always struggle when you haven't played in a while. See, Jason, tell him the truth. Tell him the truth. Man, it was fun. I'm going to go golf again this week. Maybe tomorrow. Tuesdays Tuesday and Thursdays are the only days of the week where I get to have a life. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Although today was supposed to be a slow day. And then I thought, hey, why don't I just drive halfway across the country and back on the same day like a dumbass? And so that's what I did. All right, guys. I think that's it. Scheffner has his shirt off and is wearing gold chains. Okay, that's weird. Adam Scheffner or Scotty Scheffler? Which, by the way, real quick for all of you, I see a lot of the names in here. You're a bunch of sweaty golf bastards like me. I really hope this Xander news is fake. It pisses me off. If Xander and Cantlay and Mito all go over to Live, I'm going to be pissed. Because I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm so sure about this. The Live is going to die. It's not going to make it. They can keep putting names in it. They can keep throwing money at it, but no one gives a fuck. If you can't get me, like I should be like their target demographic, right? And I have no interest in it. I have no interest. I don't want to keep up with it. I don't want to watch it. Literally, the only reason I would do it would be to gamble on it, but it's so inaccessible to watch. There's no stats to look at. There's no way to really analyze it or break it down. The coverage is horrendous. It's just not going to catch on. You can't just keep throwing money at stuff and just think it's magically going to work. I'm telling you, these guys, they're making such short-term decisions. I think they're really going to fuck themselves over. Maybe Xander, Cantlay, Bryson, the really big names who are still in their 20s, they might still have enough big name equity to make up with a PGA. But I'm telling you, some of these other guys, Dustin Johnson and these dudes who the best part of their career has sailed, once the live fails in 2 or 3 years, these guys are fucked. The PGA is going to tell them to kick rocks. You're not coming back on here. And they're being so short-sighted. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, they're so rich, it don't matter anyways. But like, these guys are fucking built to be competitive. And when you basically take that away from them, like, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, right? Even dumb Dustin is gonna be like, man, I think I screwed up. Yeah, you did, Dustin. Let's see. Hatton is gone. Is that confirmed, Nick, or is that you bullshitting? Because that's another guy. Like, what are you doing, Hatton? That is so short-sighted. The Xander news is just so disappointing. Like, I like Xander to play PGA because everybody goes and fucking plays him, and he's donkey chalk. I need these guys. They literally help pay my bills. Good luck to you too, Nick. Is there a dot on DJ's screen or mine? I don't know. Where's there? Let me go look at the old OBS and see if I got a big dot on my. Is it on the camera? Let's see. Is there a dot? Where's a dot? I don't see any dot. No. I got a dirty hat on. Does that count? It's my working hat. I was working today. I got a working hat on. Hey, 2-game. Oh man, Woody, why do you got to remind me? I got to be back. A 2-game slate. I'm telling you, Woody, this week we mix it up. We try some GPPs because on those 2 and 3 game slates, the pivoting off of the main game was the way to go, and just simply playing all the chalk plays gets a little annoying, man. Cash is way more fun on Saturdays. Fact of the day. Spot on DJ leverage play from Xander and Cantlay. PGA is taking the right steps up to the tour. PGA is taking right steps to up the tour. I hope so, because, I mean, honestly, I want us to be the big winner in 2 years when the PGA realizes that they had kind of got set in their ways and that they were not offering a great experience for their fans. But at the same time, Liv needs to go the fuck away. But I hope it's around long enough just to scare PGA into fucking acting right. Because I don't know if I'm going to be a PGA fan for the rest of my life, but I'll play fantasy golf for the rest of my life. That I can tell you. I tried getting into Live with DFS and all I couldn't. Nick, a big part of DFS is part of the thing that makes it so fun for you and used to make it fun for me until I went to the other side is the content, right? And nobody makes good Live DFS content. And people like to consume content, take that content, and then go, if they're doing it right, go make their own lineups and enjoy the process. But there's no good content out there. And the reason there's no good content, as a guy who makes content, is it's fucking impossible to make good content for Live because the format is fucking archaic and doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not near as friendly to DFS. You're basically condensed down to just Showdown. There's these weird 4-person teams that don't make a fucking lick of sense, and they don't have strokes gain data. You can pay these guys a $135 million contract, but you can't get a 50-year-old fucking volunteer with a fucking laser out there. Get the fuck out of here, you pieces of shit. So it's not that hard. It's not that hard, and they could do a good job. You can only get it on YouTube? Really? You can't fucking go get it on Al Jazeera or something like that? I mean, isn't it fucking Saudi money? You don't have some hookups? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. In the white area, after graphs. Aaron, that's probably in rough. Oh, he's talking to Nick. Okay. All right. You got me going off. Tragic says, see you, big guy. We'll see you, brother. All right. I feel like I should get off here. It's just going to be me bitching about fucking Live and shit. And Cantlay and Xander leaving. That's a kick in the nuts, man. Kick in the nuts. So I guess I'm going to go. Good luck tonight, guys. If you hit any big screenshots, share them with me, man. Tweet that shit at me. Hashtag motherfucker wins. Well, I'll do the hashtag. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't expect you to. A package deal of bitches. Am I right, Nick? Am I right? All right, guys. Later, motherfuckers.